At last, Dr. Fred Matiangi, who is a credible presidential candidate, the man who has created a lot of anxiety throughout the country over his bid for presidency, has landed. However, if we focus on one individual to face President William Samoei Ruto in 2027, it may not hold any water. What the current opposition should do, beginning from Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigiji, Rigathi Gachagua, George Natembea, Fred Matiangi, retired CJ Maraga, Okiya Mtata, and even Wajakoya, and several others, including our High Lady Senior Counsel, Martha Karua. What they should do at this point in time is to create a system under which the Rainbow Coalition of 2002 should survive. If they want to focus on individual candidates like, okay, now Matiangi is a candidate, Matiangi amekuja, Wamnyora anaongea huko, Matiangi anaongea huko, Kalonzo anaongea huko, Wajakoya anaongea huko, Natembea anaongea huko, hata Eugene Wamalwa anaongea huko. There is a high chances that they cannot beat William Samoei Ruto. At this point, it is unity, and sacrificing ambitions, because we are only going to have one president in the country. Even if we have 10 candidates, it's only one president who is going to be elected by Kenyans. And to win in 2027, to win against William Samoei Ruto, a man who has never suffered any defeat since he joined active politics for almost over 30 years, the best way to win is to ensure that there is a unit of purpose. Now, Matiangi, having landed in the country, should join the likes of Rigiji, the likes of George Natembea, all the guys, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, everybody who has the ambitions or who has a strong voice against the current government of President William Samoei Ruto. They need to sit down, and the earlier the better. If they remain in fragments, they are not going to make it. They will give a very fatal chance. They will grant William Samoei Ruto a fatal chance to win in 2027. Umoja ni nguvu, udhaifu itawatenganisha. If they can swallow their pride. And I want to warn members of the Kisii community, we are also part and parcel. Tusikuje kusema eti lazima mtu wetu asimame uongozi. I know Matiangi is a doer. He's a very strong civil servant who has a very good track record, especially when he served as cabinet minister under the Jubilee government. Tunajua yeye ni mchapakazi. However, hata kama ako mchapakazi, and I'm not talking about the small number of votes that Kisiis have when you try to compare the community with other larger communities like Kikuyus, Luos, Luyas, and even Kambas. My point is centered on the system that Matiangi has found the other guys. People like Rigiji have been traversing the country. Kalonzo Musyoka is more seasoned and is the most qualified and most experienced. These are people, they should sit as soon as yesterday to start hammering and devising a strategy on who is who to face William Samoei Ruto. In fact, they should come up with a clear coalition. Who is going to be the president? Who is going to deputize that president? Who is going to be, if we are going to have this position that William Ruto created, Prime Cabinet Secretary, that is held by Musalia Mudavadi, who is going to hold that? Because, you know, there is a lot of regional interests. Kikuyus will want the share of the pie. Lawyers will want a share of the pie. From Luyaland, we only perhaps have two strong proposals. That is George Natembea and Eugene Wamalwa. From Kakamega area, we have, the former Secretary General of UDA, Mr. Malala. So these three sons of Luyaland must be part and parcel of those who are going to sit at the table to iron out or to create a strategy under which a strong presidential candidate is going to be identified. In Ukambani, Kalonzo, of course, is the leading figure. They should actually even bring Johnston Muthama, who is now silent. Johnston Muthama played a very pivotal role during the campaign of William Samoei Ruto, but he went silent. I think he was the chairman of UDA, something like that, but the man went silent. It should be brought to the negotiation table. It should be brought at the table to discuss coalition arrangements or the structure of the people, or the structure of the lineup that is going to be solidly focused on dislodging William Ruto from power. Tukienda Kikuyu land, Reggie takes the mantle from that region. Probably the only region we don't have a strong face is coastal region. But I know people are going to emerge. Elections are not too far. However, I know strong faces are going to emerge from every region to city and be able to come up with a strategy. Mtu kama Jari Tingiru from Ukambani should not be left in abeyance. She should be part and parcel of that team. Martha Karua, these are very strong women in the political history of Kenya who must play a very critical role in trying to ensure that there is opposition unity. Without unity, the sun will continue rising from the east and setting to the west. Defeating William Ruto will be a nightmare. So let us not be overexcited that, okay, Matiangi is there, Kalonzo is there, each one wants to be president. Haitawezekana. If the leaders who are actually critical to the current government will come together, they come together stronger and say, now our main focus is to dislodge this gentleman from power. Whoever they are going to rally, whether it's Matiangi, whether it's Maraga, whether it's Kalonzo Musyoka, whether it's Rigiji, although Rigiji, there is the legal suckers that may come out because he was impeached.